Good morning, learners. In continuation to our class in the series, in the previous class we have discussed about the non-container controls of Python Tkinter library, and we have discussed lot many controls like button, check button, entry, and label controls, right? So in this continuation, we will today now understand what are the different other types of controls we have in Tkinter library. So let us find out what are the other controls. As we have seen about labels, list box, menus, and menu button, let us know few more controls which are there inside the Tkinter library. So apart from that, we have what is known as our message control or message widget. Now, what is the purpose of message widget? This message widget is basically what it gives you a non-editable text component, multiple line text component on the screen. So it's giving what? It's giving a non-editable multi-line. If you want more than one line to be placed on your GUI form, so non-editable multi-line text. So for placing that, you use what is known as message widget. After this, we have another control which is called as a radio button. Lot of us know about it. What is a radio button? Radio button control looks like something like this. We have these many buttons, and we have here male, female, third gender, and all these type of options are there, right? And out of them, one has to be selected. So if you want to select from many options one of them, then you will use what is known as radio button widget. So it allows you to select one out of many options. Then coming to the next component, we have what is known as scale. Now what is a scale component? A scale component is basically, it is a graphical slider. It's a graphical slider. Now a lot of us have used this particular controls unknowingly in many programs where we do have a color slider or a sound slider, something like this, where you have a sliding button which you can just drag from left side to right side or right to left to lower the volume or just increase the volume of a particular playing song, right? So this type of control is what is known as a scale control or a scale widget in Python. So we can have a scale widget in Python too. We can implement this particular application in our application, and this particular control helps us to do that. Now let us continue to other controls. We have many controls, container controls, which are very helpful, but seldom we use them. We use 4 to 5 controls basically much in our program, but these controls are also important wherever it is needed, right? So we will learn all of them one by one. So the next in the continuation is what is known as scroll bar. Now what is a scroll bar? In a window, you have many times you have seen that we have a scrolling bar over here, right, in the horizontal form or a vertical form. So it is a vertical scroll bar, and sometimes we have a vertical or a horizontal scroll bar. Now scrolling means just to tap on that particular button and scroll with your mouse or keypad up and down or from left to right, right? So scrolling a window, so used for traversing a section of window. Either vertically or horizontally. So this is what is called as a scroll bar. We do have this in our Tkinter library. We'll use it. And then we have what is known as text. Now what is text? We have seen entry control in the last class. Entry control was used for was giving user opportunity to use to enter a single line, right? But what if we want to enter multiple lines in our program? So this particular component helps us to input multiple lines in our program. So it's a multi-line text entry control, text entry widget. I'm using the control or widget terms very fluently, and they are interconversatively, they can used many times. So controls, basically this particular word was used in many older programming languages like Visual Basic, etc. Nowadays in Python we name them as widget. So multi-line text entry widget, right? The next one is what is known as, apart from this text widget, we have different other widgets, and that one of them is spin box. Now what is it? A spin box is basically a small text entry widget with two buttons to scroll up and spin down, and here you have values, say for example 702. So suppose you want to spin down from this value 1702 to, say for example 1900. So you can have this spinning of numbers using this particular control. So you can control gradually increase of these numbers or decrease of this number by clicking on these two buttons, the up arrow button and the down arrow button, right? So this is a spin box control which is used for spinning between two ranges of values, right? So that is what is the purpose of this particular control, or the spin box control, right? So I'm not going to write it now, and you have understood, I think. Now the message box control, there is another control which is called message box control, very important control, and this control is used to display messages on the screen of the user. Many times we do something incorrect and the program throws to us a message, a dialog message, something giving a warning that this input cannot be taken, or this value should be negative, or this value should be positive, or you cannot put this thing. So if the program wants to converse with the user by placing some dialog before the user, it does that by using this particular tool or this particular widget, message box widget. So this is the purpose of this particular message box widget. Apart from this, we do have another widget which is called as file dialog. Now this is a very important advanced tool where we use it to open up a file dialog from where we can select files. So used for selecting files, So basically what it does, it gives user opportunity to select files. Say for example, if you are many times you click on browse button and you get a file dialog from where you can choose your file which you want to select. So this particular applicability is being given by the file dialog object. So this is all about the non-container controls or non-container widgets of Python, which we will use in our coming up sessions, and we will see them how to code them in our program. One by one after another, I will teach you how to use these controls in your programs. So this much for this session. We will continue the session next. Keep watching the videos and like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel to get information about these type of videos.